this celebrity was on. Oh, she was on Watch What Happens Live with Andy on Bravo.
You watch that?
Sometimes.
Oh.
And she had on a.
Speaking to the mic, Gigi.
Yeah, she had on a Metallica shirt.
You got it.
She had on a Metallica shirt, and then one of the callers was like, "What's your favorite song from Metallica?" She's like, "Who?"
That'd be me. That'd be me. That'd be me.
Ain't no shame in your game. Fashion is fashion.
Yes.
Fashion.
No shame.
I just didn't want you to try.
Back to the future.
But wait a minute. Hold on. Run that back, Gigi. We gonna run that back. Run it back, baby. We here. Gunshots is back too. I feel it though. Hey. Y'all don't Charlotte. Hey. Saint-Valentin. Fait quelque chose. What happened to the good old companies? Oh my God.
We need an episode on that.
Yes, I.
That's so big. If you don't know this song, turn off the podcast right now.
Then I might just need to walk out.
If you don't know this song, turn off the podcast right now.
I might just need to walk out.
It's about to be a long day for you. Today's not the 14th, but you know the vibe, same vibe.
It's coming up, so gotta be prepared.
This is a sign to go grab your significant other. Y'all gonna listen to this pod together.
Or get in the fight.
Oh yeah, we're gonna start some fights. But also, if you don't have a significant other, it's okay. You can listen to this episode as well. Episode 20, we here, baby. I feel like a whole. I feel like a whole host. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the party, turning down the DJ knob. Yo, grab some drinks at the bar. Last call.
You doing it wrong. You know how the Haitians do it. You know when they do it like on the Haitian radio.
Yeah, it's the Haitian radio sound.
How should I go?
I think
Map salye, tout le monde sous track ça. Tout le monde HMP, on a salye nous sous track ça.
Right. And drop a number that leads nowhere.
Hold on, we can't talk when Richie about to come on.
How was your day, baby?
How was your day?
La vie pas passé, si c'est papier m'a cherché. Yo dit tout l'eau semblé, mais les kem transpiré, nan j'aime l'eau qu'a coulé. Pour ou moins inspiré, respirer. I love you more and more, each and every day. Happy Valentine's.
That's so belle. Chez Roubel. Hey. Yo, this is when people were saying like the girl, she got to be shaped like a Coke bottle. Like yo, they gon' Coca sexy.
Wow.
I don't know who made that up, but hey, you can't cut this off. Where do I cut this song off? Hold on.
Haïti chérie, c'est Valentin. C'est déposer combat.
Oh, this is why I should cut it?
Yeah.
See,
Before it comes
we're just gonna introduce the podcast while it's playing. What's up? Where we at? Leona, you here?
I'm here. I'm always here. I'm ready.
Gigi, you still real?
It's Valentine's Day.
You still real?
Valentine's Day.
Valentine. Valentine.
Bring it full circle.
Hey. Dang, like this feels good. Like we did a Valentine's Day pod already. This is our second one, so that means we progressing.
We are
progressing.
all inclusive. Join us on our journey. Join us.
Let's go.
A tradition for Valentine's Day. HMP.
That's it.
Let's go.
Set the mood.
Boom, man, it's all good. Mark the Dreamer.
Hey, this is Gigi.
And it's your girl Leona, and you are listening to the Haitian Millennial Podcast.
Reti, bam rale ti ches bam boum chita.
Oh my goodness.
What's good? What's poppin'?
Oh, man.
Hey, sorry if you wear AirPods.
Listen.
Welcome to the Haitian Millennial Podcast, episode 20. Episode 20. Welcome.
Who are we going to be at 21?
I know, right? A lot of things. But I'm Mark the Dreamer. And to my right.
Gigi, the realist.
And then, of course, to my left.
It's your girl, Leona.
It wouldn't be no other. No other. That's just what it is.
Period. Back me up.
Yeah, welcome, guys. Straight off of episode 19 and episode 20. We're not wasting time.
No.
We're gonna get right to it. It's Valentine's Day. Whenever you listen to this, it probably is before Valentine's Day or on Valentine's Day. To the lovers, to everybody's out there. Happy
It's going to be in
Valentine's
February,
Day.
so you already know what it is.
Yeah, you know the vibes. And as promised from last podcast, if you did listen, if you didn't listen, just go back and do that. We are going to talk about adulting some more. So just to break it in section, because this season is all about this, right? Just to break it in section, we talked about our parents. We talked about that process and everything around parents and how they raised us and got us to the area of college and all that. We talked a little bit about work, right? We didn't talk too much about work. We talked a little bit about social life, a little bit.
Yeah.
But now this part is strictly about the social aspect of, the part of the millennial era that we had to be social around people. And then we're going to move that because in social life, in the social life, you get to meet people.
You bump into folks.
And eventually
Yes.
you may end up dating that person.
Oh,
or
gosh.
those people.
Ow.
So we're going to talk about how dating, how was it for us being Haitian, and how did the influence from a Haitian household have an impact?
And we're coming from the past. Listen,
Yeah.
There may be present reference.
Yes, but we're taking.
Let's not do that. We want to give you authenticity.
We're taking you back. Yeah.
Taking you back.
So let's get straight into it, right? Everybody's doing well, right? Everybody's good.
Right, because on the last pod,
just wanna make sure.
somebody, once we cut the recording.
Yeah. I just want to make sure Gigi's
Right.
good.
Make sure Gigi's good.
Gigi, you good?
Yes, I'm well. Thank you guys for asking. I appreciate it.
Hey, listen.
No one goes overlooked.
Nah, never. Not on my watch. That's not really properly timed. But hey, you know what time it is. It's going to be right one time.
That's very millennial of you, by the way.
Hey, right? Just wear the watch.
Yeah,
Don't
just
even know
wear
the
the
watch.
That's all that matters.
They
It's
don't
going to be
watch.
right twice a day.
Yeah.
That's all that
exactly. Look at
Perspective.
you. Yeah. Let's run it. I'm sticking to my, to my era. Shout out to us, millennials. Let's do it. So let's talk about social life. Let's still a little bit in college, right? Because I think that's where, or college stage, not college, the stage, because not everybody has done it, but in that stage, right? You started going out and meeting people. Now, based on what you were taught at home by your parents, did it help or did it hurt your social life?
Wow. Who wants to start?
I mean, I could jump in.
Let's go.
We're talking about that college age, which is like late teens, early 20s. I was honestly on LD. Like, we throw that word around the Haitian community, lockdown, LD. And as I've mentioned before, I was like a rebel because I saw my brothers kind of make their way out. So I began to follow in those footsteps. Now, once I began to kind of chip away at the freedom aspect of, okay, I want to go out, I want to go to the movies, like my friends are going skating and I want to enjoy these things. I definitely think the LD portion during that time hindered me in terms of, I want to say hindered me in terms of like just understanding how to be social. Because I definitely think that's something learned based off how often you are in those social environments. And since I was a little, sheltered from that during the beginning stages, it was a little clunky, I would say. I led with being more observant. And then once I began to learn a little bit more about, okay, so this is how you are at the movie theater. Okay, so this is how you are at the skating rink, or this is how you are at social gatherings, then I could kind of connect that with excuse me, I don't want to say Haitian parts, but my cultural connection as well. So it was a little bit of a struggle because my mom, instilled in us, like, don't talk to strangers, obviously, you're on lockdown. And then don't even get me started about dressing. Like,
Yeah, that's part of it though.
I know, and it's hard because, Haitians, they try to make you into the church person all day, every day. That's what you wear. So it was a little bit of a challenge discovering what I wanted to look like, what personality did I want to reveal about myself, and those type of things. And I think that it was a little bit of a hindrance, but I made it there, thankfully. That makes sense?
Yeah.
What about you guys?
All right, fine, Gigi. I will go. Oh my God. All right, so okay. I'm gonna take you guys back a little bit before I take you to that college stage, right? The
Young adult.
young adult
Young
stage.
adult.
So where do I start? Coming to America, like, of course, back home, it was not an issue for me to go out. Back in Haiti, let's just talk about that, right? Back in Haiti, it was not an issue for me to go out to do things like going out to, let's just say, eat out. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Not parties, right? Parties was family parties. So he was always surrounded by family. But the only time I got to go out with friends was like to eat, right? That's when the social thing came about. And in the Haitian household, not growing up with my parents or whatever, but they were telling me the normal stuff, right? Again, don't talk to strangers.
Yeah.
Don't take nothing from nobody.
Don't eat nothing after you walk away. Don't drink.
All that stuff. And then coming to America, now it's a little different because my parents, of course, weren't used to me and how I move. So, like, if I wanted to go somewhere, I had, my ex-best friend, right? We talked about that. He was the safety. Like, okay, if you go out with him, it's fine because he's been in America longer than me.
Right.
And it was more like, don't go out because you don't really know the vibes. You straight from Haiti, so you're not really sure of the vibes. So, if you go out with him,
Good.
you good. So my movie, going out to the movies and doing that was with my best friend at the time. So he would put me on. Like I still remember the day when I went to my first movie theater here, right? And it was to actually meet some girls we started talking to on what do you call that?
MySpace?
AIM?
What is AIM? What is that?
Are you Leon?
You don't know what AIM is?
No, what is that? AIM? I've
So-
never heard.
It's AOL's instant messenger.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah,
we used to get on the computer and message each other.
Yeah, there used to be a code. Like it's a big group chat, pretty
Yeah,
much. Like everybody's on there. If you online, you
have a username. You made up a username, and you could talk to pretty much anyone who was.
There goes the separation of millennials. Like there is a separation sometimes.
That was very zillennial of you. Leon.
Nah, but that's good. That's good because now going back and thinking about how that started. So social started. Damn, my social started
of
online. So I was
because
dang.
you leveled up if you
Yeah.
had a sidekick.
Oh,
so then
that
you
was
could use
after. Yeah,
then
'cause
you could be on
the
AIM
go.
on your sidekick
On the go.
instead of having to be on the computer.
Yeah, you don't remember the sidekick too? You remember
I
the
remember Sidekick, but I did not remember AIM.
But that was the whole thing. Get a sidekick so you can be on AIM.
Yeah.
And then BlackBerry people had
they had BlackBerry Messenger, whatever it was.
BBM or
Something
something
like that.
Yeah.
It was-
Those are phones, right? Because I'm
Yes.
thinking about my
Yeah.
first phone was a Nokia. That's why I'm like trying to
no,
figure
I
out when
wasn't
that
Oh
came
no,
out.
we're
weren't
not even going to the
fancy
first phone
enough,
yet. So getting used to what dating or social life looked like,
Was a BlackBerry in a Sidekick like an iPad?
pretty much.
Yeah.
Because on the
Can I call people?
Oh, you could do emails on the BlackBerry.
They had Excel and they had a Word and everything on there. So it was like for the business.
But it was, if you had a BlackBerry, you were fancy.
Yeah, you're fancy. And I think it looked fancy at the time. It was black. It had the little scroll bar. It was the first phone
Wow.
with the little.
But yeah, we used to come home from school and hop on AIM and chat with each other.
I do feel very zen.
All night and all, like, soon as school get out, you are on that computer.
Do you remember your username?
Nah, I don't.
Do you remember
Actually, I
yours?
didn't have one. It was my friend's username. So we just go on, and this is, oh my God.
Bark, how did people know when they were talking to you?
Oh my
They
gosh.
didn't. Oh my God. Okay. Now there's an issue that came about maybe like years with me and him.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up kind of dating the same girl. Oh.
I mean, I can see why.
Exactly. So now that I think about it, because I didn't have a like username, maybe she just fell in love with both of us. Because she didn't know who she was talking to.
That's tough.
That's wow.
Tough.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
That's tough.
No, but I did. I'm speeding a little bit though. But yeah. So that's how it started. So we're not gonna go deep, right? I'm gonna stay here. That's where it started. So AIM was my introduction to social interaction and going out and doing that. My parents had no clue, so I can't even say that the culture helped me in that process or hurt me. Yeah, it didn't hurt me. Yeah. Like the way that my parents did they talk about dating? Oh, I'm speeding. Okay.
Yeah, don't do that because we left out last time.
So
yeah. Gigi?
Yeah, Gigi, go ahead.
Okay. This was good. You guys set it up for mine. Social life, young adult. I'm gonna take it a step back too. You guys have heard me say this, that I grew up in a household where, I was told not to have friends. You can't trust friends. Friends are bad people. Trust your family, trust Jesus Christ. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But I did end up making friends. I really, as an introvert, shouts to extroverted people that came over and say, hey, you're my friend. Because if not, I would have just been sitting by myself. But yeah, elementary school, I had friends. Middle school, a lot of my friends from elementary school came to the same middle school with me. And then high school, I went to 3 different high schools. This is where things got sticky. So because I'm bouncing around as the new girl, I kind of got to a place where I didn't want to be the new girl. And so I really kind of gave up on socializing extensively. In high school, I didn't really have close friends outside of the friends I had made in middle school. And because I had moved so much, my primary way of staying in contact with people was AIM. Yeah. And MySpace. But
I know MySpace.
Both of those things were secret. My mom had no clue that I was on AIM or that I had a MySpace. And so it was go to school, come home, get online, socialize there. So I got to experience what people do now, where they have this whole persona online and they can just be so engaging and talk to people, but then in person they just who is this person? I was one of the prototypes for that. I wasn't allowed to go really anywhere except church, school, and home. The 3 L's.
The 3 L's.
Yes, the 3 L's. That was it. And so if I didn't have friends at church, my brothers, I'm super close with my brothers, especially my youngest brother, because I had taken on this co-parenting role with him. We are 9 years apart. And so after school, I'd pick him up from school. We'd come home. I'd get him situated with homework. Because my mom, was usually working 2 to 3 jobs. And so I was home a lot.
That's a whole nother
very
subject.
responsible. Yes, and the whole what? Yeah. And so friendships,
and that's why guys, Gigi, I'm here with you.
Girl, because we're with my brothers having social lives. But yes, so friends was high school. It got hard to be outwardly social, and I think in terms of culture, I came across as someone who was just very obedient and a good daughter, and I was following all of the good Haitian daughter stereotypes. But it was yes, I do want to honor my parents, and I was going to church and all this other stuff. So all that stuff did matter to me, but it was also happening because I felt like I didn't have a choice. I didn't have any other option but to be this person. And so by the time I got to college and I was by myself, I was like, wow, I really got to figure out how to make friends.
You segue right in there, dating on your own. Yeah, what was that about? Like you get now to date on your own. Like you have
not even date, make friends on my own.
Oh yeah, damn.
Yeah. I had to take it in steps.
I'm sorry.
But here's the thing.
That was really.
But here's the thing. No, here's the thing.
Stop.
It was being presented at the same time.
Yeah.
And you have to
now-
learn both.
Yeah. Because now I have guys approaching me, and then I have people wanting to hang out and be friends, and I'm like,
You're not sure of the line.
not sure
Line
the
is
line.
blurred.
That's a very good point, Gigi. And it's interesting when you and Mark are both talking. The little piece you guys, which I think is very paramount, is like the digital aspect that I didn't have. So coming into like college and things like that, I didn't have that, I guess, training wheel of like the social learning stuff. And like, you know, because you learn a lot in secret there. You're like, oh, so that's what that is. And then you can kind of play the part of, oh, yeah, I knew about that in a social setting. Where someone like me, I was always very much so finding out like firsthand, like in a conversation about things. So when I found out, my reaction was genuinely authentic. It was like, what? Like, this is what people are doing in college in the earlier stages and things like that. So Gigi, I'm sure like in the chats, or Mark, it's like you're talking to girls, like that's happening.
Yeah.
Although it might not have been like effective enough, Gigi, for you to then create the line once it was happening in person, but you were exposed to that initially. But for me, it was something that literally just, I learned it as I was just kind of going through life, was never exposed to like someone trying to talk to me at a store. And I'm like, why is he talking to me? Like, where is this going?
That's good.
Like, why are you, what?
Yeah, and that thank you for that, because really I did transition seamlessly from like AIM, MySpace to Facebook. There was never like a, oh my gosh, what? And then once I got my Twitter, it just felt really easy. And like before I got to college, I remember being in those groups they would make. Like before y'all had group meetings and group chats, you would get on a Facebook group to say, hey, I'm coming to college, I'm class to such and such. And then that's where I experienced my first DM.
Ooh. That was good.
That's on me. Gigi, she's a potter. How did she do this?
She's been potting. She came ready.
Yo, we pot. Yo.
I'm in the presence of
The
greatness.
chemistry.
listen.
The chemistry.
Listen, that first DM line just.
I loved it.
Ooh.
It was just seamless.
Yeah, it went with my spirit. You know what I'm saying? It went there. No. We gonna really get into this real quick. So what I'm gonna do, since it's Valentine's Day, it's only right. We're gonna take a quick break, really quickly, only because we gotta unpack some more.
Yes, I agree.
Pod life or no life.
Haïti tout bas Keke Belize, Fabi Souci, ma voix.
My first DM was spicy too.
Alors, soir. Ok.
Pour m'expliquer où j'aimerais même, pour me faire comprendre que sacrifice l'amour à nous demander. Amis ou famille ou des sont bandits, pourtant connaît que c'est menti. Pour j'aime sensible, et me connaît la Bible, ça fait pas j'en faibli. Même les des fois nous fâchés, les nous dormir lever, soleil dans le jour clairé, ça fait pas j'en quitter. Jalousie rend l'homme mauvais. Bonjour yo pas la vérité. Bagay yo dit sous ta coûté en pile malade ta brûlé. T'es qu'à quitter dans la ria. Oh, parce que pas mérité.
Chérie, t'es qu'à quitter. Hey!
Sans bandit, Musicien pas
Gracia Delva. Shout out to the great, man. Gracia. Put up my gunshots, man. What's going on? Gracia. All right. We're right back at it. Gigi, first DM.
First DM. Okay, it was on Facebook.
Oof.
And so if you guys don't know, you might want to check this out. Facebook never erases your messages. And so I've been able to go back and find these conversations, and it's embarrassing. So if you too want to experience embarrassment from
Can I just ask why?
why is it embarrassing?
No, like why did you go back?
I just realized, I don't know, I was on Messenger. I don't use Messenger. And I went on there, and then I was like scrolling, and I was like, why are some of these messages like 8, 9, 10 years old? And then I opened them thinking that, it'd be gone, right? Because
There it is.
and there they are, just chilling. Facebook just using your,
That's crazy.
So my first DM was through Facebook. It was a young man from a fraternity that is Black at the University of Central Florida. And
You're not gonna tell us which one?
No.
It's very telling. Like which one DM'd you?
Which
the Kappas.
the guy?
And then we'll leave it at that. We'll just stay there. So he was just like, saying like, hey, welcome, blah, blah, blah. All the very kind, very sweet, just offered to show me around if I needed anything on campus. He got me all this other stuff. So here I'm thinking, wow, this is so great. This nice man has come and offered me all this assistance. I never hit him up. I get to campus, I start going about my life, and then I see him.
He saw you.
Or he saw me.
You saw him, he saw you.
Yeah, at Black Wednesday.
Oh, man.
Now it went from online to in person.
And in the union, and he was like, yo, like, how you been? What's, you here?
What?
Blah, blah. I'm like, hey. And so the girls I was hanging out with, I guess I was trying to see if this was my friend group. They were excited for me. They were like, girl, so-and-so, what? Girl. And I'm like, what? Because I had no idea what Greek life was. I didn't know the significance. I didn't know that. I just had no clue. And so I was like, okay. And so they're like, you should message him and all this other stuff. And so I'm like, okay, I want to feel like being a part of this girl group. I want to feel like I'm a part of the conversation.
Yeah.
Let me chat with him. And so we kept talking, and we would just talk about random stuff. And then I mentioned to him that I needed to go get groceries. And so he was like, oh, let me pick you up. Let me take you to the store and all this other stuff.
He had a car.
He had a car. Boy, was my tryout friend group really excited that he had a car. And so he came and picked me up. They came with me.
How many of you guys?
It ended up being, 4 girls in the back, me in the front, him.
What?
Wow. He took the field trip.
Yes, it was a field trip. And so I remember going into Walmart because they wanted to get stuff too. They were like, girl, we need stuff too, because none of us had cars. And so like I remember walking into Walmart, grabbing my cart, and then he's like standing next to me, and I'm like, okay, like
what we doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah,
and so I'm walking.
That's what I'm saying.
See, I didn't know the vibes.
Gotcha.
I didn't know the vibes. So I'm walking around the store, and he's following me, and I'm like,
I mean, he brought you here. What?
it was not. I thought he was offering me a ride so I could go grocery shop, and then I could come, and he'd take me home.
So it was a grocery date.
I didn't know.
Wow.
I totally bombed it because eventually I was like, if there's something you need to get, you can. Like,
He's like, yo, what has been following me?
Like,
why you security? Please. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. After that experience, we didn't talk anymore.
Oh, I could see where he probably saw like, okay.
Yeah. He invited me. The group comes. We get to the store.
Oh yeah, because at that point he has to commit.
Imagine he go back to the dorm and tell his homie, I pull up. She brought four of them.
So did you tell him the friends were coming?
Yeah. And he was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you tell them how
that's
many?
No.
I think that's where the thing, because I feel like, yeah, my homegirl's coming too. You probably like 1 or 2.
So
like,
I didn't realize all of them were going to show up like that.
Hey, they were supportive. I like that though.
Yeah.
On their part, I like that.
Yeah.
It didn't work out, but I like
It
that.
didn't work out, but
I like that. Shout out to the girls.
they were nice. They were all nice.
Shout out to the girls. Shout out to the girls.
oh my.
So that was my first.
on the bright side.
Yeah. That was my, and so after the experience and like, you know how like we came back, we talked about it. They were like, how do you feel about him? What you think? I'm kind of like, I thought we just went to the store. Like I really needed to get stuff because I was hungry. I didn't have a meal plan.
The girls knew the vibes. They knew the vibes.
The girls knew the
And they had experience?
because they were they socialized.
Okay.
They were out. They did things in high school.
Got it.
Me,
You got the big fish and then you let it go. That's why they're like, what's going on? Like, honey.
literally.
Got it.
And
Big
so,
fish.
yeah,
Big
after
fish.
that experience, I was like, okay, I gotta figure this all out. I gotta understand where I am and what I'm dealing with.
That's definitely interesting. Are we talking about first? Are we talking about first dating?
I mean, I said the
talking
first
about?
DM.
That's technically her first date. She didn't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
The grocery.
The Walmart.
Grocery
Ew.
date. Oh, Wally date.
She didn't know that. But that was it. That was definitely your dating cherry was definitely gone, honey.
My first date came from AIM.
Okay.
My first date came from AIM.
Yeah.
With the friend.
Okay.
The friend. You know?
At the movies.
So yeah, so a little backstory. So as he's chatting, he realizes there's multiple girls, right? Multiple girls, and I'm like, okay, well, you chat to this one, I chat to that one.
Like
I think-
y'all in a room with multiple girls. Okay.
well, multiple girls.
guys were the
But
only
they
guys?
were all in Kissimmee. No, there was other guys.
Oh.
There's definitely other guys.
Okay.
But I think you could also private message, and then that's when you ask the 3-letter thing. What's the 3-letter for your name, age, and location?
Oh, dang. Yeah, age.
What's the I forgot
I
the
don't
letter.
know.
I forgot the letter, but there's a letter you sent. Literally, you sent like 3 letters. They already know what's up.
Yeah, they know to send
Like
their
they know
stuff
what to
back.
send. Like your age, your name,
And your location.
and where you're at. Yeah. This. Oh my God. This is
Very strategic.
This is like the dinosaur era of DMs. But yeah, that's how it started. So when I ended up meeting this girl, and he ended up meeting this girl as well. So they started talking, and then because he was talking to somebody, they were both friends, and we were both friends. So we kind of just ended up talking to each other.
Matches.
And decided to go on a date. And this was the first time I went to a movie theater with a girl or whatever. So we just, and then keep in mind, we never seen these girls. We don't know what they look like.
Oh my gosh.
This is a
Yo,
blind date.
this is crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy. And this was, I think this was,
Oh, because Leona, there was no pictures on AIM.
yeah.
See, that's why I've never heard of this. I feel like I don't know why I'm so lost.
So the thing is, we, sometimes you end up exchanging numbers, but you don't exchange numbers until, it goes off of AIM. So then you transfer, like you could send your number, and if you want to talk to that person, if you're interested, you kind of, he had the girl he was talking to number, and the girl sent him a picture when she was young, like
What?
little, a
What?
little.
A baby
To
picture?
this day, no, like not baby, but younger. She's probably like 10 or something.
What?
But she sent that picture, and he was like, "Oh, I can tell she's pretty
What?
by her younger picture."
my God.
and-
Interesting.
because back then, I don't know how she didn't have a picture of herself. I think because they didn't have phone can't have cameras.
No,
like that.
yeah.
I don't think they did.
I think
I don't
that's
think they
probably
did.
what
I
it
don't think
is.
they did.
I'm still trying to figure out why it was that picture that he received. I don't know how he got that picture.
I don't know why she didn't think to send something recent.
Right? No, and then he was like, "Oh my God, I can't wait to meet her. She might be pretty from this." And then we're Haitian. We're talking about so you got belly.
That's hilarious. Hilarious.
Okay, so we set up this date, and we all went to the store and got jerseys. Back in the day, it was cool.
To have a jersey.
Jerseys, big jerseys
For the movie
like,
date.
Yeah,
Okay.
like,
To be
we were
cold.
both matching. Like he had on a jersey, I had on a jersey. We had on the headbands.
Oh,
our
wow.
band. And guess how we got to the movie theater?
On a bike?
We took the bus.
But I feel
On the
like,
bike, it was close. We could have took the bike, but it's a little far. We had,
but I feel like that's fitting
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
time.
that was my first time taking a bus, like city bus, public
Oh.
bus, first time. Yeah, because I was a little sheltered as well. So my parents would take me everywhere. Or
Yeah, I've only been on the city bus like 2 times.
Wow.
Traumatic.
You see who I'm co-hosted with?
privilege. No, that's P. That's P. No, that's P. That's P. That's P, Gigi.
No,
Anyway.
don't be gunning in here.
That's P. What that mean?
What does that
anyway?
mean?
What that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah, that's P.
He's like, if
That's P.
Chloe was talking to somebody else,
That's P.
that wouldn't be very P of her. That wouldn't be very P of her. No.
I don't know what P means, but let's do privilege.
Yeah.
That's P. That's straight P. But
Oh
anyway,
my God.
Damn, we're not up at the time. We're showing our age, man.
Y'all really is.
We brought back
We're
age.
showing our age.
We don't know what P means.
But anyway, we was ready. We pull up and we just chilling, right? We sitting because we don't know what they look like. And
Yeah.
they don't know what we look like.
Lord.
So it's like we're just sitting. We're hoping that 2 girls is gonna come and they're gonna see us
And they gonna
looking
know.
like we're waiting for 2 girls to come. But eventually, walking around this was for my Orlando people. This was Festival Bay, the ultimate dating area for young kids
never
at the
heard.
time. You never been to Festival Bay? Oh, okay. So it was like, right now it's called Artagon.
Oh.
Yeah. But it was Festival Bay. They had a
Say
big
that
movie
again.
theater
What is
there.
it called?
Artagon, I think they should probably changed it.
What is that?
Again. It's right on International Drive. It's like right by the outlet.
Oh,
across from
the
outlet.
huge, the okay, I know.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's when it went down, you know. And the crazy thing, she came up because we was walking around.
Okay,
a while.
I see why you took the bus.
That is a ways.
Yeah. So like she was walking around and we saw this. So we ended up seeing these girls walking around like we were walking around. So, but we didn't say nothing. They finally come to us like, "Are you?" My friend name is for today. Is Josh. Are you Josh? And she goes, "Are you?" The girl's name today is Brittany. Okay, so are you Brittany? He goes, "Yeah." Oh, hug. Me, I'm still like, because me and the other girl because of them, we met. So I'm not so, hey, are you?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, man. This probably was my first catfish. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
Oh.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. When I seen her,
What?
Knee.
when I did see her, it wasn't, are you? It was like, oh, that's you.
But she didn't send the picture. The other friend.
No. I had nothing to work on.
Did you guys ever ask what she might have looked like? Is that a conversation that you have?
No, because okay, here's the thing: when you send your name, age, and whatever, sometimes you send what what you are if you're Black, Hispanic, whatever.
Yeah.
So she was Hispanic, and at the time, I'm still fresh. I'm still fresh from Haiti. I have that boat mindset. I'm thinking if she's Spanish, she gotta look decent.
Oh God.
Mark was ready for a culturally
I'm trying-
ambiguous
Girl.
J-Lo looking girl.
I already know. All the Spanish he's seen, he was like, okay, I could get jiggy with this.
Nah, shorty.
But not with that.
Shorty went, it wasn't P. It wasn't P. That might be a call I need to take. But let me not take that right now. Okay, anyway.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
No, but I'm gonna wait till the text. Sometimes you gotta ignore the call.
Right.
If it's an emergency.
Do people know that about you though? Do they know?
They might.
That's funny.
If they don't, they know now.
My girls, because my friends know to just call me multiple times.
Yeah, I think that was the number I needed to pick up from.
I
Yep,
hope y'all
definitely
know
was.
to call me
But I
multiple
will
times if you really
call.
need me.
No, yeah, I'm a multiple caller. You have to call me multiple times.
And a text might help too.
But we had to go to the movies because it was already a thing. I'm not that guy. So me and Shorty and my homie Josh, he was happy because his
So
girl.
Brittany was pretty.
yeah, Brittany was where it needed to be. Which lucky for him, you know what I'm saying? So but they were, at the movie theater. I think they kissed that day.
Oh,
or whatever.
wow.
We didn't do none of that.
Did you even sit next to homegirl?
I did. I was a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie.
This is why I wasn't allowed to go to the movies.
Because what bull?
Oh. Damn. I don't know. This wasn't out of this. So I ended up dating Brittany.
Huh?
But do you guys think it's because of that?
Oh, because he was too fast with her?
No, maybe because he didn't see him. She didn't see Mark.
Well, okay. So do you think Josh, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Do you think you look better than Josh?
Damn. Josh is listening. I'm sorry, Josh, but I think I was a little more fly.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I said that. That's why I said that, because she saw Josh and then sees you. So now, just like how it's like, oh, okay, you don't know until you see what the options are. And you guys are also sharing one AIM account.
He could have been a bad kisser too.
Maybe.
There's so many factors.
Oh my God. Don't say that, because she actually pillow talked some other stuff.
Oh, come on. Josh never had a chance at this
and
point.
I'm like, oh, snap. Josh was doing that.
Oh, Lord. Josh.
But neither of us.
Is Josh Haitian?
It didn't work. Yeah. Josh is Haitian. Yeah.
We need to know what social life during college that helped shape his surroundings too.
Nah, it was different. But yeah, okay, so let's get back on track. Enough of that was my first date, but it didn't work out with her.
Oh. What about Leona's first date?
Oh my God!
Yeah,
No. Okay, no. It's just all over the place. It's like bad, not good. Okay, so I'm just gonna say, all right. So first date. Where was I? I might have been at like a Chili's, because back then, like
You and Chili's, Leo.
I might have been at like a Chili's or something like that, because that was like the vibes back then. Okay, so let me back it up. And this is not gonna make any sense, but so I was in a relationship since I was like 13. So right, like
Mine was 15. If we're giving age.
Okay,
15.
Gigi, you.
Yeah, it was in college. He told you. Don't be trying
Sorry.
to.
So, but anywho, just to build a foundation. So I was in a relationship since I was like 13 years old, and this person took me. I want to say our first date was at like a Chili's or a chain restaurant. I can't remember which one, but I'm gonna say it was a chain restaurant. We literally just went out to eat, so it was decent. Like it was like a date, like how it should be.
I feel like 13 at Chili's is impressive.
13 at Chili's is inappropriate. So there's that.
Did your parents know?
No. So there's also that.
Okay.
So there's a lot of like.
My parents didn't know about mine either. So.
Yeah, but I think. Yeah, but I also think that like, like men and women. Mm-hmm. So if I put myself now at my age in my mother's shoes, and my 13-year-old was out on a date at Chili's, I would be very furious, if that makes sense.
But he was 13 too, right?
No.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay. So this is exactly. So that's why for me it's like that person was 19.
Okay.
So that's just a little context now, guys.
Okay.
And again, it goes back to the sheltering aspect of being a rebel.
Sorry,
and
I drank water after you said that, not knowing that it could come off. Never mind. Nobody's watching the video.
But that, and I'm saying this because it might really resonate with somebody else, where you might have been going in a direction you thought was good because it's something you thought no one wanted you to have when you weren't supposed to, if that makes sense.
That's good.
So. So I was 13, the individual was 19 years old, very large gap. So it's like, why are you doing this? But the first date was nice. And that also goes into the dating. Like, so because that person was in my life from 13 to a very long time, guys, I want to say that relationship lasted 9 years. So that person hindered my dating at that age. Of like early adulthood and things like that going into college, because technically I was in a relationship the entire time I was an undergrad. So I didn't get the serendipity of what you experienced, Gigi, or like meeting people. Well, excuse me, let's say the opposite sex.
You didn't have to because you were already in a
Correct.
relationship.
I was already in a relationship. Now, today, at that time, I thought it was worth it. Today, I felt like I did myself a disservice because I know there's a lot of conversation around, when you're in college, have fun and be free and da-da-da and that and third. And because I didn't get that, I understand the value in it. And it's not necessarily freedom to just act out, make mistakes, but to just experience new things that help in your growth overall. So that for me in the dating area was a little tough because that person who was basically, I don't want to say in the way, but that person who had that spot since I was 13, it was hard for me to understand other things that were going on around me. Like I was going to college and people were trying to pursue me and talk to me and have conversations with me and build friendships. And it was just no, because of this person. So I didn't even get a chance to learn how to build platonic friendships or relationships with men, which is also something that, over time, of course, I'm learning now. And that person is gone. Gone. Not gone like that, but like gone out of my life.
Yeah.
So to me, when I think of who I am now, I definitely think that I would have learned a couple things quicker if I got that social aspect in terms of the dating, if that person wasn't there.
I have a statement and a question.
Yeah.
So one, Leona, thank you for sharing that and revealing the age gap.
Yeah.
Because like what you experience is normal and that like it's common.
Yeah.
How about that? It's common. But I also feel like there's a lot of shame and stigma that gets hit on the girl.
Yeah.
For you were 13, right? And so there's like typically when women share stories like that, they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, why did you? Where were your parents? Oh my gosh."
Yeah.
But I feel like you sharing that, I hope for anyone who had a similar experience can see that like you don't have to feel shame. And if anything, no disrespect to the 19-year-old who's now a grown man, but shame on you.
Yes.
And so one, thank you for sharing that. But then two, do you think Haitian culture, that age gap is normal?
Excellent question.
Not here in America, but in Haiti, yeah.
Yes, exactly. And I think that,
Remember I Love You, Anne?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
that's
What was the age gap?
I don't know, but it was pretty deep, pretty big for the guy that they were trying to put her with. Not the guy that.
Oh yeah.
But there was the scene with the guy who had all the money, cars, and they were just trying to like, why don't you go with somebody like that? And it was definitely a gap.
Yeah.
But I don't think in the movie they went into the gap. But that's true life. That happens.
Wow.
It does, and I agree with Mark in that question, Gigi, where it is something that happens prevalently in the Haitian community in Haiti. Do I think it happens here? Yes. Do I think it's discussed? No. I think that it's a little bit more taboo because now in my adulthood, in my womanhood, it's like I'm learning about things that are unhealthy and not things that are healthy and unhealthy. I don't want to throw the word toxic out because I think that that's overused, it's saturated, it's misinterpreted. But I think that there are clear lines of what might be healthy and unhealthy for someone, and that's it. And for me, that was something that I deem now unhealthy for me in my life where I was. And again, my motive, guys, you have to remember, I was rebellious. So like Gigi's saying, to her point, it's like, it was partly my decision, but at the end of the day, I'm 13. Does that make sense? It's like, I'm 13 years old. What do you really know? What do you understand? You're immature. You're not grown. You don't know anything. You have no concept of life. You don't understand what's going to come next. You have no clue. So I just think that communication around the dating area, like Mark's bringing up and we're talking about right now, is very important because I was never told boundaries or parameters around things and what.
Look at you segueing into did you get advice at the house? What potting? What's the potting button? We are potting. What's the potting button?
No, truly, and right into the blatant question is: did you get any advice about dating? I did not. I did not get any advice about dating. It was just like the common like, don't talk to boys, don't get pregnant. When they have sex with you, you lose your flower. They don't want you anymore. It's always a negative connotation, but never giving you practical steps on how to navigate it, but also protect yourself while you're moving through the process.
There's people who are listening to that and would say that is advice. But
That's
it's
true.
not. But it's not what it's what you said. It's not practical.
Yeah.
and it doesn't give a whole picture.
Yeah.
That's the advice I got.
Yeah.
And I do see the value in that. Like, I was fortunate to be protected in that, like, I didn't experience negative situations with men when I was under the age of 18. It definitely taught me to have boundaries, but then I think it created too the Great Wall of China type boundary.
Yeah.
Like, it's now I'm not even able to, like, I feel like someone likes me, I like them. It used to totally be like, what? Like, it freaked me out.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to engage with that person. And so I because I was uncomfortable with the feelings, I defaulted into, like, mean girl. So, like, I'll tell a quick story. My 19th birthday, I had my dinner at Kyoto's.
Well, you got money.
Kyoto's.
And I
Never heard about that
It's
one.
like that Japanese
I know.
place. It was on
But at 19?
Yeah, it used to be on campus. And so I had invited my friend, by then I had started to, like, accumulate, like, a group.
Mm-hmm.
I invited them, and this guy, he had expressed interest in me. I wasn't into him, but everyone was like, be nice. He's so nice. He really likes you, blah, blah. So I invited him, and then after the dinner, he asked me to if he could have one-on-one time with me. And he, like, showered me with gifts. Like, bought me a cake. Like,
Yo, where'd you just been finding these things?
That's crazy.
They ready to just give it
Since day
everything.
one.
I was like,
Ready.
he
It's an aura.
he heard I was a Michael Jackson fan, so he bought me the This Is It deluxe DV set.
He listens.
Yeah, I like anime. He bought me manga.
Wow.
Like, he got this whole set. You know, I like, and if he's listening, I'm sorry.
Did you, like, thank you, but no thank you? What happened?
Thank you. And I was like, because he kind of wanted to hang out after, and so, And then afterwards, when people were asking me, I was like, I don't know why he want me. He's so ugly. I can't stand him. Oh my gosh.
That was the mean girl complex.
Mean girl.
We have to blame it on that. That's what it was, though.
Mean girl. And so, yeah, if I didn't like him, I didn't like him. But for me, people are asking me, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that I've had this, like, big show of affection. And so I need to dismiss it. I need to shut it down. I need to bury it.
Understood.
Got it.
And yeah.
Damn. Okay. I mean, I don't want to sound Oprah-ish, but
Go ahead.
like, what do you think that stemmed from? Like, of course, I know it's through how you maneuver, but at the same time, what do you think that stemmed from home? Did it?
I think it's, yeah. So my parents' divorce was really, it changed me as a person. I didn't realize how much it changed me until I got to college. And so I think seeing a marriage fail in the way my parents' marriage fell, it really did affect the way I looked at love and dating and how I saw men.
Okay.
And then too, because I had such boundaries up, right? Like, I'm hearing you don't date boys, you get pregnant, your life is over. Everything Leona just said, like, that was constantly expressed to me as a means to say, I love you and I'm protecting you, right? So I'm giving you this information. But I didn't know how to deal with emotions that weren't negative. And so I wasn't going to cry about it. Right? I don't feel,
you internalize it.
I don't feel comfortable being happy about it, but boy, do I know how to tell somebody they led.
That's the one.
And so that's what I did. And of course, it came back to him. I tried to give him back his gifts. He wouldn't let me give him back. Yeah.
Oh, that guy's sincere. He's so sincere. Because give me my stuff back.
Nah, but from a guy perspective, I'd rather you keep it. Yeah, for sure. I'd rather you keep it. Yeah.
Wow. What about you, Mark? Did you what dating advice did you get for the guys? Let us know.
I didn't get any dating advice. I overheard. Okay, so first time my dad or my parent, kept me. This is supposed to be a Valentine's Day episode. Oh my god.
I think
We're going so deep with it.
I think we're
Oh my
right on
God.
topic.
Okay. So I lost my virginity at like 11.
That's what we were talking about?
Oh yeah, we didn't. No, that's not where it's going. that's not where we,
No, carry on.
Wrong turn. That's the name of this episode. Wrong
Right,
turn.
it's got to be wrong turn at
Wrong
this point.
turn
I
for
mean,
sure.
no, we can please continue.
But you said deep.
Wrong
I didn't know we were.
turn.
Yeah, but I just want to let you know.
No, I'm going to the advice.
Yeah, but we here.
Right, because Gigi and I are ladies.
Because I got
yeah.
advice after that situation.
Okay, that makes sense.
So you were in Haiti.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in Haiti. Yeah, for sure. She lived downstairs. Shout out to her. I think we don't talk. We don't talk anymore. But she was the
Shout
fast
out.
one. She was the fast one. I'm just gonna say that.
Oh man,
Was she
We was
older?
watching. No, same age. We was watching a movie.
What? How old were you? You said 11?
11.
Okay.
We was watching a movie and they kissed in the movie, and she goes, "You think we could do that? Like, you want to try that?" And I was like, "You
Okay.
serious? Like, you want to try it?" I'm like, shoot. Yeah.
To Gigi's point, also,
Let's try it.
let's not blame parents here because children have minds and
Yeah.
that's why I'm glad you said what you said, Gigi. You're like, where are the parents and where is it? And it's just like we don't have kids on this platform either. Like, let's leave with that. Like, we don't know the. I'm sure there's a lot.
But we know how we
Paramount.
behave as.
Exactly, but we're
Yes.
talking about how we behaved as
Yeah.
children, not as a reflection of parenting or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Mark.
So from that, we didn't. The first time, it didn't really happen. It was like a kiss and, kiss. Like, 'cause you do it in the movies. You just try to kiss like really fast and hard. Like, like you just try to do it because that's what you see. You just start doing these things with your mouth.
Yeah.
And whatever. And we didn't get caught the first time. So she kept bugging me, like, no lies. Like, after that day, she just, every time nobody's around,
Oh, she
just like,
Oh man, okay.
I was just like, yo, like, I ain't really, but it is what it is. And one time, we thought we were alone, but we weren't. It was behind actually a door. Like, it was so crazy. Like, I feel now she was mad fast, huh? Like, dang. But it was behind the door, and somebody was passing by, my tutor passing by, and he saw us. But of course, he kept walking and saying it. But I seen him saw us. So anyway, ended up snitching about my dad or whatever. And then when he came, because I wasn't living with him, but we came because nobody told me that they told him. Of course, they're not gonna say that.
So this is years later.
No. Actually, I don't want to say years, but some time,
Okay.
right? So he told me, he's like, I heard about your little girlfriend.
Oh
I was like, what?
gosh.
So now, as a kid, you thinking they don't know nothing. Because as a kid, you don't know that anybody knows.
Yeah, that's true.
Because in your mind, you thinking you getting away with whatever.
Yeah.
So then, and I go, oh no, like, like. So they told him, and he just said, he actually took us out, both of us. He took us out to eat.
Oh,
Like, he was trying to make it a thing. He was trying to make it a thing.
okay.
It wasn't a thing. It wasn't a thing.
Okay.
I didn't like her.
Yeah,
It wasn't
okay.
a thing.
Okay.
You didn't like her.
No, I felt like I was bullied.
Gigi, that's a whole nother
I struggled.
conversation.
See, I struggled with the no since then. I struggled saying no. Like, see, that's the thing. That might be deeper than. See,
It
this is
really
what I'm
might be,
saying.
yeah.
I don't want to get deep in this thing on Valentine's Day, but I think, like, I wasn't trying to do that, right?
Yeah.
I was trying to do it because she wanted to do it.
Right.
So I think I fell into that trap in adulthood too. So sometimes it's hard for me to tell somebody no. I don't want it. Like my 2022 resolution is no. Like, that's me.
Good for you.
Do you want some water?
No.
That was good.
Yeah,
That was
it
great.
good.
That was good. I like
You know
that.
what I'm saying? You
I
saw
like
that?
that. I enjoyed it.
But that's part of my growth, right? But then anyway, the advice was like, what was the advice? What did he say? I don't think he said anything. I think he was just trying to embrace it. That I had somebody, a girl,
To be a male.
right? What the hell? See? Nah, damn, you guys are making it worse.
Oh, Gigi, you're funny.
But yeah, he didn't really, yeah. It didn't say like, use condoms. He didn't say none of that. Damn.
I think
Yeah,
there must be a secret code.
Yeah, maybe it was like
There must be a secret code in the male society that we don't know about.
But she ended up
Yeah.
moving. She ended up moving because the house we were staying in, she was staying. She
I
ended
hope
up
that
moving.
young girl's okay.
I just
Yeah.
never talked to her, ever since. But I don't know what she's doing right now. I don't remember her.
We wish her
name.
the best.
Yeah, I wish her the best as well.
I mean, this segues great into the next question. You out here copying movies.
How
Right?
did you learn about Gigi?
Is that what primarily taught you things? Movies?
I guess,
TV?
right? The next question. How did you learn about dating culture in America?
Let's
You
do it.
lead the way, Mark.
AIM. No, I literally learned the dating culture in America through movies and AIM.
Awesome.
And that's probably one of the reasons I don't watch movies. Have I said that before?
Yeah, you have.
Well, you've met.
I
Yes,
don't
you've
watch
mentioned
movies
it.
because, damn, is it that deep?
There's a lot of connections going
Right,
on
this
right
is
now.
that
I just
deep.
want to let you know, Mark.
This
Is it
is
that deep?
This
safe
has become
space.
therapeutic for
Yeah,
you.
we're here.
Oh my God. Somebody else.
Be
take the mic.
undone. Be undone with us.
Somebody else take the mic. Huh?
How did you learn about dating culture? Oh, so I did watch a lot of TV when I was growing up. I don't know if it really taught me anything. I think maybe it even scared me a little bit because I used to be really into like teen dramas. Like I loved watching. I used to watch Dawson's Creek, Degrassi, One Tree Hill, all those like white teen, the OC. I used to love watching those shows. Gossip Girl. So it's like those white teenagers that be just out here having sex, doing drugs, being grown. And I was like, you see, this is I can't do all
This is
this.
the life someone hand me drugs.
I was like, I can't do all that. And then when I got to college, oh my goodness, I went to college. I went to college in the wrong time because this is when the talking thing became a thing.
The talking stage?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. What are we? What are we?
yeah, like
Because, before you just was going together. Like, that's it. Like, you were just together.
Yeah, you were just together. Now we just talk. We talking. And that totally took me for a spin because before I had an official boyfriend, I definitely had situationships.
Those are the worst. I've never had one before.
Did that word just start then too? Situation.
I didn't. It wasn't.
I think
a term
Lovers and
then.
Friends came out, and I
Yeah,
think that's when.
but I wasn't saying it. But I realized that's what was happening because I was like, "This is not my boyfriend." But we spend time together. We're hanging out. We like each other, but we're not official. And so, at some point, this has to come to an end.
Yeah.
You gotta,
That's what I walked into
you gotta stay in the P.
after the young man got me all those gifts. I think I developed a type.
Oh, look at you segueing again, yo.
The type is emotionally unavailable.
Oh, no. Oh, goodness.
Guys, okay. I'm sorry for this, and I'm sorry for you listeners and people watching. We have to end the pod here.
That's so unfortunate.
Seriously, it's unfortunate.
Join us on Patreon.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. This is probably one of our shortest pod, probably,
Maybe.
but in good reason. Good reason, because this is getting too deep for me.
little bit.
And we're gonna get into deep. This is only the beginning. How you say it?
Benin.
Yeah, we're gonna get into the dating life. Heavy.
We do.
And
We
let
do.
Valentine's period start
but
that.
how did Leona? How did
Oh, no. So learn. I don't. Wow. Okay. To answer this quickly, I would say that I never learned. I just paid attention to what didn't work. Like, I guess I learned that. I just movies, TV and relationships around me. Mark, right. But like, honestly.
No, Maury. I say Maury, like the show. The show Maury.
Oh.
And Jerry
Maury
Springer.
Povich?
Maury?
Maury, yes.
and
Oh, he
Jerry
said Mari.
Springer.
I said, who is that? Okay, no. But yes, like, oh my God,
Springer.
reality TV specifically. Not what Gigi saw, but I watch a lot of Cheaters and Maury and Ricky Lake and like.
That was coming on that time during the day in the summer between 11
Yeah.
to about 2 o'clock.
So I always learned what didn't work.
Yeah.
But I didn't learn what did work. But since we are wrapping up, I just have one question because I did that last time.
Yeah.
Since we want to, let's see if we can pick it up a little bit because this is Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Valentine's Day. What's up?
If you could tell your adolescent you, college age, one piece of dating advice, what would it be?
Ooh, one.
Just one. Just one. And I keep it one, guys. One.
Don't say I love you back the same day that they say that I love you.
Whoa.
No. So back in the day, I didn't talk about that one, but when we started dating and you got the phone and you started talking on the phone, like if you say you're officially dating that same day, she would say I love you.
Oh.
And I would say it right back. So it became like,
Mark, you have an effect on women.
No, we need no.
yo, why she doing me like that? What she doing me
She
like
doing
that?
she Gigi. What are you? What,
doing me like
that's
that?
a good.
It's not a bad thing.
That could hit somebody on the pod. Somebody really needed to hear that. Somebody really needed to hear that, Mark. Honestly.
But yeah, that's my advice to life.
Okay.
Have it be meaningful.
Authentic.
Like,
okay. Gigi.
walk your way to love, not fall in love.
Ooh. Okay. My one thing. Wow. Fall in love with yourself before trying to love others.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Very concise. I never have answers to the questions that I ask. But
This is good. This is going to be the Valentine's Day clip right here. Sorry, I was going to take it.
But if I was to give myself some dating advice, college years, it would be, it's okay to be alone right now. It's okay to be alone right now. It's okay to enjoy what's happening. I think that would be the advice, definitely.
Love it. Well, on that note, this is the end of episode 20. Happy Valentine's Day. If you're listening to this on Valentine's Day, if you're listening to this right when it comes out, it's not Valentine's Day yet. So, but we're in the realm of February. So,
yes.
And
we dedicate this
listeners,
pod to Valentine's Day.
you do not need to have a significant other in order to celebrate Valentine's Day.
Yep, it's
Go
Valentine's Day.
Go out with the people you love. Have fun. Do something you enjoy. Love on yourself. Love others. Don't let what social media says get you down today.
And it's Black History Month.
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you guys for listening. We always appreciate it. We will see you guys on the next episode. I'm Mark the Dreamer.
I'm Gigi the Realist.
And it's your girl, Leona.
You know we had to do it again, right?
We had to do it again.
Our song is actually really good. He asked for consent in this song. He said, let it know before I pull it out. So,
How you doing? What you got in mind tonight? Hold on.
that's how he gets the ladies.
Take a shot of this and it's gonna be on. VIP then got way too crowded. I'm about to end up calling you tonight.
It's your girl Leona, and you are listening to the Haitian Millennial Podcast.
Pull up the deep shotgun in the GTV. She said.